Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Muhammad FAHMI bin ZAINALARIFIN. So in this video, me and my friend are going to talk about types of expenditure, operating and development in Turkey. Before we move on to the main topic, let me give you a little bit of sight about Turkey. Turkey, officially known as the Republic of Turkey, is an intercontinental state where it is located between Western Asia and Southeast Europe. The capital city of Turkey is Ankara, while the financial center and the biggest city is Istanbul. It is a constitutionally secular republic country. According to the latest statistics from the World Bank data, the population in Turkey that has been recorded is 84 million people. Furthermore, Turkey gross domestic product or GDP in 2020 is $720 billion. Meanwhile, Turkey gross national income or GNI is $711 billion in 2020. What is government expenditure? Government expenditure is when the government spends money towards the supply of goods and services that are not provided by the private sector but are important for the nation's welfare. Government spending goes to the nation's defense, infrastructure, health, and welfare benefits. There are two types of government expenditure, which is operating expenditure and development expenditure. Operating expenditure is an expenses that allocated the economic expense of operating and administering the government department.
The total of Turkey government expenditure in 2020 is $109.77 billion.
Assalamualaikum, my name is NURUL binti HUSAIFI. I will continue this video with examples of government expenditure in Turkey. First are emoluments. There are two emoluments which are salary increments and bonus. Every 18 months, Turkish employees are expected to get an increase of about 8% in their pay, which is different compared to the percentage of work average salary increments, which is 3% every 60 months, while the average salary increase in 1 year in Turkey is 5%. The average yearly rise rate for each industry in Turkey for the year 2020 are listed above. As we can see, education has the highest annual increment rate, while the lowest annual increment rate is the energy industry. For average salary increase rate by experience level, the top management has the highest annual increase rate, which is 50% to 20% compared to junior level, which is 3% to 5%. In Turkey, 48% of employees said they had received no bonus in the preceding year, while 52% claimed that they had gotten at least one monetary bonus. Those who got bonus said that the bonus rate ranged from 3% to 6% of present annual pay. For the debt service in Turkey, according to the World Bank's collection of development indicators derived from officially recognized source, total debt service of Turkey was reported at 12.24% in 2020. As shown by the graph, it is highest percentage for the last 10 years.
Hi and Assalamualaikum, my name is RIZAL bin ZAKARIA, matrix number 2020-826632. One of Turkey's operating expenditure is asset acquisition, which aim to make sure that the government departments of Turkey operates and function with more efficiency and conveniently. As of 2020, the net acquisition of financial assets is at all-time high at over 215 billion Turkish lira, which is an increase of expenditure of 136.931% from the previous year. This indicates that the Turkish government spends many of its budget acquiring more assets over the year. Other than that, operating expenditure of government of Turkey is supplies and services expenditure that includes various types of categories, which is to support production of goods and services domestically and also prevent fraud. As of 2020, the total amount of government expenditure compared to the original approved budget is slightly higher than expected, which is 109.747%. Which indicate that Turkey needs to cut its spending to abide its budget. One of Turkey's efforts in order to cut off its spending is through medium-term program in the year 2018 to 2020. Its effort includes prioritization of cost-effective spending in vehicle usage in public sector. Moreover, construction of buildings for public institutions and ministries are limited to compulsory cases in order to extend the economic life of existing stock of buildings, which also can minimize the cost of running government departments.
Hello everyone, my name is Fatini binti ZAKARIA and here I am standing in front of you to explain further about the government of Turkey's expenditure in terms of development. In general, Turkey's development expenditure is focusing on development projects which have the potential of boosting economic growth along with fulfilling their residents' needs and satisfaction. It is also a government expenditure which is done for investment purposes in order to improve facilities in the basic physical infrastructure. Turkey's economy and social development performance has been impressive since the early 2000s, leading to an increased employment and incomes, which at the same time making Turkey an upper middle income country. During this time, Turkey rapidly urbanized, maintained strong macroeconomic and fiscal policy frameworks, open to foreign trade and finance, harmonized many laws and regulations with European Union, EU standards, and also greatly expanded access to public services. It also recovered well from the global financial crisis of 2008 and 9. In recent years, Turkey has made major investment to boost its technology infrastructure, particularly with its national technology move, with the purpose of improving communication, creating efficiencies, and increasing productivity, which can be achieved from optimization of technology. Fundamentally, Turkey is focusing on the spendings in social services, economic services, and also defense and security, which will be explained in details by NADHIRAH and NAJIHAH after this. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is NURUL binti ISHAK and my student number is 2020290524. Central government budget outlays and research and development (R&D) activities amounted to 14,331,000,000 TRY in 2020. According to this result, central government budget (R&D) expenditures constituted 0.28% of the gross domestic product (GDP). When the outlays from the central government budget for R&D are classified according to the socio-economic goals, the highest R&D funding went to universities for general advancement of knowledge with 48.8% in 2020. These socio-economic goals were followed by defense with 30.4%, industrial production and technology with 10.2%, transportation, telecommunication and other infrastructure with 6.7% and education with 5.9%. And now, I will explain about Turkish government's defense and security. The Turkish government's defense expenditure is set to steadily increase between 2019 and 2025 as the government prioritizes its defense industry. Defense expenditure reached a high in the 2020 fiscal year, totaling $14.8 billion, which is a 6.5% increase from the previous year. One of the fundamental drivers of the Turkish government investment in defense has been a focus toward increasing the technological developments and capacity of its domestic defense sector, seeking greater autonomy in terms of indigenously produced military acquisition, as well as attempting to position itself as one of the leading nations globally in terms of defense export. According to the World Bank, the military expenditure of Turkey in 2020 was $17.725 billion, which consists of 7.52% of general government expenditure.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is NADHIRAH binti ABDUL. Now, it is my turn to explain about the government of Turkey's development expenditure regarding social services and economic services. Expenditures on social services reached 249.4 billion Turkish lira in 2014. The largest expenditure on social services benefit was for older citizens with 116.9 billion liras, followed by healthcare with 73.3 billion liras. The lowest expenditure was for social services related to socially excluded at 3.2 billion liras. Under this expenditure, Turkish government allocated 13.3 of GDP on social protection, 7.9 on health sector, 5.4 on general public services, followed by 5.1 on education, and lastly 0.5 on environmental protection. For social protection, the largest expenditure on social protection benefit the old age function, followed by those related to the sickness or healthcare function. For health sector, 48.2% of health expenditure was spent for hospitals, followed by retail sales and other providers of medical goods with 25.8% and providers of ambulatory healthcare with 11.9%. For education, public education expenditure includes the government spending on educational institutions, education administration, and subsidy for private entities. Lastly, for environmental protection, waste management regenerated the highest volume of environmental protection expenditure in Turkey as of 2019.